Right, first, national trading standards warn that criminals are tricking people into paying for genuine services like parking through copycat websites that look identical to the real ones.
Yeah, people are tricked into paying for things such as parking only to end up with a fine and data and cash being nicked. And they can be created by AI in less than an hour.
Yeah, but presenter Zoe Hardman has been finding out how you can expose them in seconds.
On average, we spend 4.5 hours online every day, using everything from search engines to social media. And working out which sites to trust and which to avoid is a common problem, even with seemingly official ones. New research suggests more than a third of Brits are at high risk of being caught out by copycat government websites. Scam sites impersonating official government or local authority websites, which you might use to pay for a parking or vehicle emissions charge, might have looked a bit dodgy a few years ago. But with the widespread use of AI, they're becoming more sophisticated and harder to spot. Last October, 2 men were jailed for stealing more than £2 million from the public using 40 different copycat websites. Linda from North London was one of those who had money stolen in the scam. She was trying to pay the ULEZ charge. This is the fee for entering London's ultra-low emission zone. Linda, how did you find the site?
Well, my partner went online and found it, and it was the top search online. And because he was in a rush, I went, look, never mind, you go, I'll carry on. So I put in the registration number and I paid.
Were there any warning signs that you could see when you first looked at it?
Absolutely not. It was very slick and it had the TfL logo. There weren't sort of spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. It was all really professionally done. So then about 2 weeks later, I got a fine through the post from London Transport.
Linda was fined £80 for not paying the ULEZ charge. Linda, how are you going to avoid things like this happening in the future?
I've now put my car onto auto pay, so if I do suddenly have to drive into London, it will automatically be debited.
AutoPay is a function offered by Transport for London that means you can pay the ULEZ charge automatically when driving in London. You can set it up by visiting tfl.gov.uk and clicking on AutoPay. Linda's fine was just one of at least 780 penalty charge notices issued within a period of just 8 months to customers who had already paid their Transport for London fee. These customers had inadvertently used one of 40 ULEZ copycat websites, which were pushed to the top of search results by paid ads. John from North Yorkshire lost money to what he thought was a genuine parking website.
We visited Leamington Spa on a day trip. Fortunately, as I arrived, I found a street parking spot straight away, and there was a QR code on the machine. So I photographed the QR code, and sure enough, something came up which said, pay your £3 now, accept, and I pressed it, thinking I'd paid for my parking.
But what looked like a normal QR code on the parking meter had actually been put there by scammers. And by scanning the code, John authorised them to take further payments. Thankfully, his bank stepped in and stopped them from taking any money.
And I thought that that would be the end of it. The same thing happened a month later. And when I rang them again, they said, we think they're trying to scam you with a monthly subscription.
As well as stopping the payments, John's bank advised him on how to cancel the subscription.
Anyone could be taken on in like this.
And here's why. In the past, scammers needed real technical skill to build fake websites. They had to spend time learning to write code or hire a developer, which meant mistakes were much more common. These days, that's all changed, thanks to the capabilities of easily available artificial intelligence tools. The Morning Live team conducted an experiment and using a freely available AI tool, were able to create an authentic-looking road tool website in under an hour, with no previous website coding experience. I've shown it to cybersecurity expert Graham Stewart.
At first glance, it's really good. It's got a lovely logo in here. It's got how to avoid scams. I really like that.
Isn't that clever?
It's really good. It's really good.
Whilst I'm sure the Morning Live team would love to take credit for this stroke of genius, it was actually suggested to them by the AI program used to build the website.
There's a couple of bits where it starts to fall down. So one of them is the phone number. Also the email address, support@linkroad.example.
Yeah, that's
smacks
not a
of
real
AI.
email,
Smacks of AI. But as a standalone piece of work, you know, this is a B+. It's really plausible, and that's what's so worrying about it.
Graham is going to show me some examples of copycat websites that have been used by scammers in the past. We can't know for sure if any scam website is created by AI or not, but these ones are pretty convincing.
This one looks very slick, and it's got some logos on there you recognise, but what there actually is some stuff in here about saying it's unaffiliated with any other website.
But I would also read that and I would probably go, okay, well, it's probably a separate website and I might need to pay a little bit of an admin fee, but actually fundamentally that will be my Dartford Crossing toll paid for.
Absolutely.
What advice would you give to people to stop them being scammed with these websites?
If you're using your mobile phone, the website address can often be obscured or shortened. If you hover over it, it'll actually show you the full address. If you're doing something like paying your tax, don't use a search engine to look for HMRC. Go directly to the government website, .gov.uk. We need to take a step back from just accepting that the information on the website is legitimate. So if you've got a retail website that's asking you for your bank account details, your sort code, your account number, that's not right.
There are also some good website checkers available like scamadvisor.com and asksilver.com. You can simply enter the website address to find out quickly if the website you're using is safe.
What should we do if we come across an impersonation website?
If you have lost money to one of these scammers, the very first thing you should do is contact your bank. So after you've contacted your bank, one of the things you should be doing is going to the Report Fraud website, let them know. That's for England, Wales and Northern Ireland. In Scotland, you should contact Police Scotland on a non-emergency number. They'll be able to start to help you.
Whenever you're buying goods or paying for services online, such as ones involving car charges like we've seen today, slow down, apply the brakes, and take time to check all of the details. A pause before you pay could end up saving you a lot of money and hassle.
This is the thing, I mean, tech is becoming so advanced now, isn't it? The fact that you can create a fake website in under an hour, you've got to have such a keen eye.
And to target people and take advantage of them, you've got to be on your toes.
Yeah, you really do have to. And as Zoe said, pausing before you pay. It's such simple but very powerful advice, and it's absolutely key actually when it comes to protecting your retirement pot too.
Yeah, the latest figures from Report Fraud show that around £48,000 is lost to pension scams every day. We're talking about people's life savings here, Laura. It's good to see you. I mean, it's a lot of money.